on 5 minutes here. We got a little bit of a, not a blowout, but leaking a little bit out the back.
Yeah, copy that. I'll stay put if this is a good spot.
All right, boys, let's do this. We gotta look at the concrete in there. Can't even take a full bucket because I'm so far out on the jib. I'm pouring with the chains to the pigtail to the bucket. I got a lot of deflection going on right now, so I'm gonna
See how
bump
long
that
it takes
trolley
me to get that
on
bucket
the
on the
in.
ground, even though I'm hoisting up? That's because the jib goes towards the ground for like 10 feet when you're out this far.
It is pretty nuts, the deflection, and how much I have to hoist up to even get that bucket off the ground. I can take, with this crane, like 7,000 pounds at the tip.
First 10 feet, the jib's like...
Luckily with this pour, I'm going to the outside as well. So I'm hoisting from far out. I don't have to use much trolley. I can just kind of swing it across site because I'm pouring way out on my jib as well. I skirt those rod busters, you know, I'm outside of that. And that's the formwork you can see right there, kind of just past that little light stand. And you can already see this is not the first bucket of the pour. The placers are in there, dealing with the concrete, trying to get it vibed, making sure it's, you know, the correct height, you know, everything like that. Your boy's got his hand up. You want to be a good placer, you better have your hand up. You better be ready for that bucket. That's the other crane operator. That's a crane-to-crane radio, closed crane-to-crane channel. When you have multiple tower cranes on the same site, you need to have a closed crane-to-crane channel for only crane-to-crane communications. Just like air-to-air versus ground-to-air comms. So I have a
Another 2 feet. Hold there.
So yeah, I have a radio channel that I talk to these guys with. It's a closed channel. There's a channel for me to talk to the other operator of the other crane. And if there was another crane within the radius, he would have a radio for that channel as well. But the other crane, you can see it in the background of my, on the left, like that red crane. He has his own channel, ground to ground. Sorry, crane to ground. Look at that pour. Look how much the bucket is lifting up. Coming down slow. And a lot of... on this other video, man, it's so crazy how cocky the guys get in the comments. It's funny when guys jump in the comments with, "Oh, what the hell are you doing? You need to bring the bucket down at the same time that they're pouring to match that speed." If you crank the bucket this far out, just like crack that bucket as much as you can, it is gonna jump up like you've never seen before. It's gonna pop up 5 feet. And I can't just rip the crane down and just hoist down all of a sudden. That's not how these machines work. So anyone that is in the comments talking shit like, "Oh, what the hell are you doing? You have to be coming down to counteract that right away, on the ball every time." Like, I could easily drop it and smash it into the formwork. I could easily drop it and smash it into one of the guys. You have to be very careful. Now they're tying up, so the chute isn't quite cleaned, which means it's got a bunch of concrete stuck onto it, which makes it heavy. It has like a spring, so if you flip it up against the bucket, it should hold there. But if you don't clean it well, and it has a bunch of dried or wet concrete, then it won't stay there. So you have to put that chain on it. That's what you saw that guy doing. Yeah, chaining her up. It's kind of a cheater way to get away with it. Yeah, they want some more. I can't even reach this corner. If you look to the right of the bucket, that corner is too far out for me to even reach. I think this is as far as I can get. That's why you see that guy on the vibrator just kind of working the concrete from where I can reach, from where I can pour, all the way down to the right, to that corner. Because if the crane can't reach, you just gotta, try to vibe it down as best you can. It's definitely a C-U-N-T to do, but sometimes you gotta do it. This is the concrete game, Definitely a lot of guys in the comments talking shit are gonna be these frickin' mobile guys who are used to having perfect little lifts, 10 lifts a day, everything is engineered, everything is laffy-gassy, no problem. These guys are not doing lift after lift after lift after lift, slamming concrete walls, slamming concrete slabs. It's concrete work. Shit gets messy. It's to be expected. So, you gotta be able to work with a mess. And you gotta be able to work through the mess, keep efficient with the mess, and not let it get to you. And it's tough to do sometimes. But if you're the tower crane operator, you gotta show up every single day and be ready to work through that mess and keep it together in the crane, in your crane movements, and in your head. This is a very mentally draining job. Yes, it's comfortable. You sit in a climate-controlled cab, but it is not easy. It is very tough.
You are clear for up and out.
And yeah, some days maybe the crane doesn't swing as much, depending on what site you're on. Maybe they don't utilize every single minute. But there are days when you are non-stop there and back, there and back, there and back, there and back. You're just constantly doing lifts all day. And if you want to make it in this industry long term, like make a career out of this, you got to know how to do that safely every single day. This is like, if you want to do this job, you got to be a very serious person. You got to be serious about, the things you eat. You got to be serious about your health. You got to be serious about your mental capacity. You gotta be.
We're gonna do one quick thing for the Roddies. They just asked us to stop bucket. There's one pickup on the L2 that they need down on the C1 deck that they're working on to get those guys start continuing with their work. So this is up top. He'll hook it up, send it down there to their guys. They'll just run the spot back to me. Coming behind you, land this, and then swing to my left out of here.
Okay, copy that. Yeah, copy that. I'm going to do a pick for the Roddies, so I'm going to drop off this bucket and do a pick for them.
So that was me communicating with the other tower crane. I'm first of all, I'm taking this news rather well. I do not like to be interrupted on these concrete pours. Once I get tied into a task, I like to finish that task, but it is what it is. That's the other tower crane's jib swinging past me right there. I let him know, hey, I'm going to be going to do a pick for the Roddies, because we had a whole system worked out where he would chase me in after I swung through with my bucket of concrete. Obviously, the crane that is pouring the concrete has the right of way. We worked that out over the crane-to-crane radio, because anyone who's run a tower crane in Canada knows that which crane has the right of way. Can you tell me that? If you can't tell me that, you're not a tower crane operator. Can you tell me? I'll tell you right now. 3, 2, 1, last chance. The lower crane has the right of way. And if there's any other machine on site, the lower piece of machinery has the right of way. I dropped the bucket. Look at how that jib actually gets so close to my mast. It's like 15 feet away when he's pointed right at me. But I can swing over him, but he can't swing through my trolley, if that makes sense. He's the lower crane, I'm the higher crane. So I decided, you know what? You take the middle, I'm gonna go left, I'm gonna go around the world. But if you see those power lines, I have to trolley all the way in. I have to trolley in. I can't just whip it over, because I have a zoning system, which is the top screen on the left-hand side in the operator view. that stops me from getting within 10 feet of those ribbons. So that whole ribboned off area, it's like a zone. It's like a cutoff zone. You could actually kind of see it on the top screen in the operator view, that little red section. Like, I can push on my controls as much as I want, but the crane will not let you go there. And if you swing towards it with speed, it'll automatically slow you down and screw up your whole shit. And that's exactly what happened, but I got stuff to do, so I'm going fast, you know? I might have lost the block a little bit, but I'm gonna catch it as we go. No problemo. As long as you don't get too effed up, it's really not that big a deal. Luckily, these rod busters are ready to go. He has slings on the steel already, so I know exactly what bundle we're taking. I'm coming up on the tension now. Yeah, and the bundle's moving a bit. Yeah, there we go. A little bit greasy, but we're going. Honk, honk, honk. You gotta let the boys know there's a load in the air. Watch the heck out. Heads the F up. Let's make this happen. Look at all that rebar. Damn,
It's
what?
going to that small deck by the HD ramp?
No, it's going down to P1, out to the north.
Look at all that scaffolding gear.
Copy.
We used to have another crane here, but now there's only 2 left. We took one down. Half the battle on these big sites is figuring out which goes where. It's just a constant logistical nightmare. Hey, you can see the jib in that shot. Isn't that cool? And that just gives you an idea of how much line I have out there. I got like, I don't know. Like, I'm going down to footing level now, so like this is the bottom slab. That's the first suspended slab, I think. Yeah, so I probably got like around 200 feet of line to my yellow block, and then I got 26 feet of chain, and then I got 10 feet of sling. So, I mean, this is not a beginner size crane. This is not a little boy. This is a big boy. This is not the first crane I've ever used. You gotta prove your competence and know what you're doing before you get put in a crane like this. Oh yeah. Because the timing, the more line you have down, the more, you know, you swing the jib, it takes longer for the load at the bottom to move, to realize, to recognize that movement. So, you know, everything is kind of on a delay, like an echo almost. So the taller the crane, the more line, the bigger the echo. The more the delay, you know, the more timing, the longer it takes getting used to. And my jib is like 230 feet long here. This is not a joke of a crane. And I'm going way, way, way out now. Back to that concrete truck you can see way over there. Listen to the trolley. Love it. To be able to just rip out like there and catch it like that, man, not easy stuff. And you know, it's a really high degree of personal responsibility having this job. You have to really, you know, want to be the best. You're not showing up to do the bare minimum. You're showing up to perform every day. This is a performance position. This is a go, go, go position. So, you know, if you're just trying to skate by, do the bare minimum, not the job and not the situation for you. Come on, fill up that bucket, baby. Let's go. If every time you broke off from a concrete bucket, they had the bundle ready to go, I really wouldn't mind doing it that much. Look at that. You see those knobs I was just adjusting? That is the AC and the heat. I was adjusting that, making sure I got my climate just perfect. Yes, the job does have its perks, but with those perks comes a huge amount of responsibility. No days off, no sick days, no going home at 3:30 because, 8 hours, see you later. No, you're there till the job gets done. If you're pouring concrete, it don't matter till we go to 2 in the morning. Oh, but the city will shut us down and give us a fine. Yeah, how much is it to redo a slab? Who cares about the fine? We're going. I love when guys are like, oh, the city won't let you. No, they'll give us a fine, but, I mean, we have to get the job done, bud. It's the lesser of two evils at that point. So right now, my anti-collision is hitting on the other crane. I can tell. I have to swing it by his crane mast. And if he's even kind of a little bit off that perfect plane to keep his jib and his counter jib out of my way, then the anti-collision system kicks in and kind of slows me down. And if it slows you down, it's kind of like it slows you down in a way that makes you lose your smooth flow, which sucks. It's like, come on, man, I had the perfect flow there, and you gotta ruin my game like that. Now, even going out here, I gotta be very smooth. I gotta make sure I can catch it.
Wait a minute, wasn't there a whole third crane here a while ago?
There was. Yeah, she went bye-bye.
Talking with the boys, gotta love it. I love a good radio chatter.
Yeah, you're beautiful. We might even just push you out. We'll get you a max straight out, and then we'll just slightly push you out that little bit.
Yeah, it's no problem. I got lots of capacity, so.
Now, the only reason I say yes, no problem, is because I have the capacity. If I was close to my limit, I would say, don't you push me out, boy. You can't push me out past my overturning limit.
Beautiful.
But I have sensors that go off if I'm even like 80% capacity, and those aren't going off. So even though I'm at, my working radius here is 227.6 feet of a 230-foot jib, because there's a little bit of extra business where the trolley doesn't slide. But they're just gonna push it that extra 6 inches to a foot, start dumping in there, getting as close to that very corner section as they can. Boys, please, if you're listening to this and watching it this long, give your boy some hype points. The YouTube algorithm has been effing me lately, and I really need to get my views back up. So I don't know what the hell those hype points are. They're new. I don't know, but like this, please share it. Give me the hype points. I want to make these vids kind of take off. I work 12 hours a damn day. I work my dog right in the morning. As soon as I get back, I walk them again. 2 dogs, my wife's dog and my big dog. And then I'm hanging out with my kid, hanging out with my wife, eating dinner, trying to make these videos for y'all, help y'all out. And then I'm going to bed, getting 4 to 5 hours of sleep. So anything that you could do to help me, which if you want to support, the best way to do it, give me those hype points. I had like one video that got 3 hype points, and I went to like 50K views in like a week. So, help your boy out. That's what we need. Anyways, I appreciate all of you, and thanks for watching. Seriously, if you watch this long in the video, you are one of the few, so I'm truly thankful. Truly thankful.
Okay, hold on 5 minutes here. We got a little bit of not a blowout, but leaking a little bit out the back.
Yeah, copy that. I'll stay put if this is a good spot.
We almost got this whole corner good. Scoop them too, so we'll be able to swing you over to this other part and vibe into it.
Hell yeah, sounds good. No rush, Keith. I'll be a bit here.
Copy. I'll probably be out of your way anyway. Quickly doing this.